Hello and welcome to this video from Sorare Assist, assisting you in your Sorare journey. In this video I'm just going to go through 5 things that you need to know in regards to Sorare if you've just joined, or even if you're more of an experienced player on the platform. If you do like the video, please like, share and subscribe. If you've not signed up to Sorare yet, there is a link in the description below if you did wish to do that. Okay then, let's get stuck into it. So the first thing I want to talk about in the 5 things that you need to know is the different card types there is on the Sorare platform. So the first card to be aware of is that there's 3 card types. So there's rare, super rare and unique. So the rare card, which I've filtered here on the transfer market, is the red coloured cards. Okay, so there's 100 of these cards for each player for each season. Okay, now they're the least powerful card in terms of the cards that you could enter into the tournaments. The next card is the super rare cards. Now these are depicted by the blue player cards, and there is 10 of these type for each player for each season. Obviously they're the more powerful cards in terms of the experience level here than the rare cards. And the final card type, common card type, is the unique cards. So these are what they say on the tin really. A unique means that there is only one of that player for that season. These are the most powerful cards you can get, and also obviously due to that the most expensive. So that's something that you do need to know on Sorare, that there is 3 main card types: rare, super rare and unique. Next thing that I want to talk about was the game weeks for the tournaments. So this is something that you need to remember to make sure that you get your teams registered on time. So the game weeks run between Tuesday and Friday. Okay, so the deadline to pick your team for each game week, so there's two sort of game weeks each week on Sorare. So the deadline for one of the tournaments is on a Tuesday evening, and the other deadline for the second game week in a week is on a Friday evening as well. As you can see by these previous game weeks, you can see where the deadline is from and to. So this one was 5:55 PM to 5 AM on December the 4th. So that's when the game week closed, but this was the actual deadline to get your team entered to qualify for this game week, which was game week 121. So you can find the game week deadlines on the actual game week itself as well. So this is the current open one, so this one's not started yet, but the deadline is 5:55 PM to get your teams registered so that you've got teams competing in that game week. So it is important to know when the deadlines are. Maybe put a reminder on your phone, but they were always usually on a Tuesday evening and a Friday evening in terms of when the deadline is to submit your team for the upcoming game week. So it is important to make note of those so you don't miss any chance of obviously winning some prizes. Number 3 things you need to know on Sorare is the transfer market. Now when I say the transfer market, obviously we know what that is. You can buy players on there, but you also need to know what the term primary market and secondary market means. So basically the primary market is new cards that are issued by Sorare. So these are new card additions. So I'm on the new signings tab now on the transfer market, And this is known as the primary market. And this is where you can obviously bid for new cards that are launched onto the platform. Now the secondary market is the transfer market here. And the secondary market is basically cards that are for sale by other managers. Okay, so it is important just to know what that phrase means, the secondary market and the primary market. So again, the primary market is new cards that are issued by Sorare, and the secondary market is the player sales by other Sorare players on the platform. Direct offers can also be described as secondary market as well, and that is where you approach players directly on Sorare to buy some of their cards off them. Now another important thing, of course, is how to buy and sell players. So I'll just go through that very briefly. There is a video based solely on this on my channel, so if you do want to check that out, please look back at the previous videos. But to buy a player, really, you've got two options. You can bid for the player when they're on the primary market. So you can bid with ETH or with a credit card as well. Okay. And the other option is to buy now as well. So this is from the secondary market. Again, you can buy instantly via credit card or via ETH. Now if you want to sell a player, that's an easy enough process. You would just go to your gallery, select the player that you want to sell. You would then scroll down and you will see a little button here, sell my card. Then you would just click sell my card, you put in the amount that you want to sell that player for, and then you would just click sell. I don't want to sell this player at the moment, so I won't do that right here. But once you've clicked sell, it will obviously add it to the transfer market that was just previously on, the secondary market. It will appear in this list here, and they are transfer listed for a period of 48 hours. If they don't sell, then they'll obviously return back to your gallery. And the last thing that you need to know, so number 5 of things you need to know on Sorare, is tournaments. So you want to obviously know all about the tournaments and the structure and how they all work. Okay, so I'm going to just click on this compete here. So there's basically, there's a few tournaments really, depending on the game week and the matches available. But the basic ones are the All-Star League, which is basically any players from any leagues can enter these 4 divisions. There's the Under 23, which it says on the tin, just players that are 23 or under can play in these 4 divisions. There's a Unique League, which is just for the unique cards, and there's only 1 division there. And there's also the Regional League, so there's the Challenger League, which is for all the players that play in the leagues that are outside of the top 5 leagues. The Champion Europe League is basically the top 5 leagues. So this is the French League, German League, English League, Spanish League, and the French League. Okay, so that is the top 5 leagues in Europe, and the Challenger is all the other leagues in Europe, like Belgium, Turkey, that sort of thing. Okay. There's also a special weekly game as well, which is always different. It's a different league. And there is a training league as well, which is also important to get the XP up of your players. There's no prizes for that, but it's a good one to put any surplus cards in just to increase their XP on the game. Also worth mentioning as well that there's usually an Asia League as well on here, which is obviously the players in Asian competitions like the Japanese League and the Korean League. It's not shown on here currently because the J League and South Korean League don't have any games in this particular game week. It's also important to look at the prices on offer just by clicking this button here. And you can actually search by the different game leagues here just to see what prizes are on offer for each league, and also see which place you need to finish to win the certain card, and also the point threshold to win yourself some ETH there. So that's it. That's 5 things that you need to know if you are part of the Sorare platform and hoping to get started on the Sorare. If you did like this video, please like, share and subscribe. And if you're not signed up to Sorare yet, there is a link in the description below. So please do sign up to that link if you've not yet done so. Okay, thanks for joining me, and hopefully see you in the next video. Bye for now.